when I think about who's best suited to use a tool like this, I think first you have to have people that are really invested in their employees and they see the value of their employees beyond just the tasks that they do, but they really are invested in the growth and the investing in their employees because they see them as their most valuable assets. And in order to really understand your employees, I think this tool gives you that extra depth that allows you to make more strategic decisions, do better long-term planning, and can be used not only as like a way of looking kind of internally at folks, but also putting people into that mindset of like really trying to understand people at that fundamental values level.
Yeah, it really starts from the basis of understanding, right? And culture is such a big part of what makes an organization successful. And we've seen especially over the last few years with the pandemic and things like that, there have been a lot of organizations that have been disrupted, a lot of layoffs, AI and technologies introducing a whole other set of kind of challenges and complexity. And then there's a lot of diversity that's taking place within organizations. So I think it's really interesting because based on the work that we've done, 3 key things that employees say that they want is to be able to do really good work and be recognized for the successes, to be able to collaborate and have a sense of belonging, and be able to do work that's meaningful to them, right? And so if you don't have an understanding as to where an individual employee falls on all those things, what is going to make them feel like they're doing high quality work? How do they want to be measured? And how do you want to reward them or recognize their successes or what they're contributing? And ultimately, what's going to give them that meaningful work? It's going to look very different depending on who it is. And because of the hybrid work environment that many of us are in now, there's that sense of isolation that a lot of us are feeling, right? Even if we're very introverted and we really don't like coming to the office and we like that flexibility, we're missing out on that sense of bonding and human connection that's really critical for teamwork. And most of us do work on teams, or at least work with 1 or 2 other people in any organization. So it is so important for organizations to have that very clear understanding about their staff on all those dimensions from the values perspective and what's behind them, so that way they can figure out what the types of things that they need to do to be able to meet the needs and expectations of their staff and keep them engaged.